What's up everybody, this is Dick. We're gonna make a GoPro mount. It's got some weight to it, so it sort of works like a stabilizer too if you want. It's gonna be pretty cool. Let's get started. So the first thing you wanna do is you wanna get all your supplies that you're gonna be using. A GoPro, spring clamp, a piece of metal. I'm not actually gonna show you how to make a GoPro mount. This is it. I don't know what you were expecting. But I am going to clean up the shop today. So I'm gonna keep it simple. Lindsay is still asleep. Honestly, like I put a lot of work into getting things organized and set up in this shop, but a lot of the little things I haven't went through and followed through with and finished. I need to focus on that. So I'm just gonna do some time lapse today on the GoPros, maybe a little bit with this, but I'm just gonna clean up the shop. I gotta get the bench cleaned off. These shelves behind me are a big one. I've been trying to clean these things forever. I kind of started and then shit just got thrown up there. So there's actually some stuff that I know that I have over there that we're gonna be getting rid of to somebody. And then we're just gonna go through and organize those. So here we go. Anybody that works in a shop knows that you acquire a bunch of stuff, especially when you're working on old motorcycles and stuff. You've got old hardware that you're keeping on the shelves, little bits and pieces that you're not going to be able to easily find, and that doesn't really fit with decluttering or minimalism, and it's hard to kind of bridge that gap. So Lindsay is super good at that type of shit.
With the garage, obviously it is different because there's a lot of shit that we have to hold on to. As long as it's a manageable amount of stuff, as long as you can actually access your shit, and as long as you can organize it so that you can actually get things done. So in the past, he's held on to everything, which a lot of it was utilized. He was becoming a hoarder, a metal hoarder.
It does not help you to have to walk away from what you're doing for 45 minutes to dig through a bunch of shit and maybe not even be able to find it.
I think it's important that when you're getting ready to declutter a space, even if it is a garage, to start with the bigger shelves. Like these shelves are something that we need to be using, you know, daily. So having them full of shit is not gonna help you out in any way. We need to have the most important things, and if we end up storing some shit away, we can look at it in a couple months and reevaluate it. But I think people get caught up on either getting rid of everything or holding on to everything.
It's supposed to be a lifestyle, so in order for things to work, they have to fit your lifestyle. So, you know, one person's decluttering or minimalism or whatever you want to call it isn't going to look the same as another person's. And in my particular case, I have to have a lot of this stuff because this is, you know, this is my hobby. This is what I enjoy doing.
That's the tip of the day.
Me and Lindsay literally were just talking about this. You have to have spare shit when you're in the shop. And I was getting to this shelf that I'm doing here, and I realized that there's a piece of hardware missing, and it was actually the reason I hadn't been utilizing this shelf. So I walked over to the bench, grabbed a bolt and a matching nut off of the bench and just threw it in, fixed it. Took me 2 minutes. That's why when you have a shop and you're working on stuff, you gotta have extra shit.
Fool me once, shame on you. It fooled me, can't get fooled again.
So sometimes when you're cleaning shit, you know, I had this plan for this garage that I was gonna do things in a specific way to kind of utilize this small space. When you get into things, you realize that maybe there's a better way to do it. So there's this cabinet that's in the corner over here, and there's this wall over here that's got all these tools on it. It was pegboard. This is how it was set up when I moved in. Now the problem with that is that that bench is super deep and I'm short and I literally cannot reach any of the tools on the back. What I'm gonna do, take this, put it over there, take all those tools, they're gonna go in the toolbox that's over there that I have my machining tools in, and then all my machining tools are going to go into, there it is, that Autolite box, which is gonna hang up over there, and that'll go, that's where all the lathe crap will go. That's a lot of moving crap around. But then I'll have more access towards that wall, and I'll be able to scoot my frame jig out, and I'll be able to get completely around my frame jig and also have the bike still lined up here. Probably not doing all that today, but that's kind of the ultimate plan here. So anyways, back to cleaning. Well, as far as I'm concerned, that turned out pretty goddamn good. Really today was just kind of like a test go at making videos out here in the shop. I've not done that yet, so the lighting and the coloring and stuff, and I just wanted to see how it was going to work out. I actually think that some of the stuff that I talked about, moving stuff around the shop, sorting through hardware and all that kind of crap, I think that me and Lindsay might actually be able to make a couple videos out of that, and just kind of do a little series on, you know, garage organization, cleaning, or whatever you want to call it. So that's what this video is going to be about. If you like this video, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Please hit that bell because you're not going to want to miss any of this. It's going to be good shit. Check us out on Instagram. You can either check out Lindsay's, which is Lindsay and Dick, or you can check mine out, which is rule_hard. Check us out.